My name is Alan. This video is going to be directly to the point. There's only a handful of people who have a clue where I'm at right now. I will be uploading this to YouTube, sharing it to Facebook and Messenger, but it'll be set to friends only, or even delivered to friends only. This video, unlike any other video I've ever done, finally is going to be me just getting shit off my chest. Tomorrow morning, when I get back to Maine, things are going to change dramatically. Let me back up just a little bit. If you have kids in the house listening to this, you might want to remove them because I'm just going to let things go. Something I need to do. I made a lot of mistakes in my life. But don't kid yourself. I make no excuses for my past. Nor do I try to justify the mistakes I've made. To do so is futile. I and I alone made my own bed. The biggest mistake I've ever made in my entire existence is when I had a relationship with Heather Lynn Roy. I should have known better. I've talked to a great many people who know Heather personally. Many of them, like Alex Hogan, her ex, tried to warn me, and I didn't listen. When I first met Heather, she was in a relationship with a 15-year-old child named Sean McDonald, Bangor, Maine. I'm going to post a link to his Facebook account at the bottom of this video after it's uploaded. Heather Lynn Roy was 23 and Sean was 15. December 7th and December 8th this year, Heather goes to court on child abuse charges. I have the letters verifying that they were having sex together while I was in jail. You committed the ultimate sin, Heather. You allowed yourself to become a pedophile. Alex Hogan and you talked about it. That's why he's testifying against you in court. That's why I'm going to be there. That's why I can't stay here where I'm at. Because I need to be back in Bangor so that I can make certain that I'm there. I could have overlooked all the pain and hurt you gave me as a human being. But I cannot and will not ignore the fact that even after I warned you to stay out of a relationship with him, being that he's just a child, that you did it anyways. You slapped me across the fucking face when all I did was try to keep you away from a horrible charge. And you can verify it was videotaped. Try to explain that to the judge. When you stand in front of the judge himself and say you're not guilty. When Sean gets up on the stand and lies and said that nothing happened, explain the fucking videotape away. That it was your twins. Good luck with that. You've done nothing but leave a line of destruction since you was 13 years old. Yes, you was molested by your father. That's not an excuse to shatter people's lives. This is one motherfucker that's not going to tolerate it. You reached inside my chest and you ripped out the only form of humanity that I had left. And you wonder why I am so mad, so furious. Yes, I lied to you to get to the truth. Ironic, isn't it, that I have to lie to get the truth? Your own boyfriend, Edward Yvonne, is the one that told me that you was having a relationship with Cody Cousins, Bangor, Maine, while you was in a relationship with me while I was in jail. You didn't have the decency to tell me that you was having a relationship with Cody Mushrow while I was in jail. And you told me about that one, and I begged you to stop. And you promised you would, only to go home and get hickeys all over your body. Or about Big Sean, the one you consider a brother, having sex with him. Or Noah, having sex with him. And Nathan Reelander, also known as Fox, having sex with him, among many other people. Less than a week ago, you and your boyfriend, Edward Yvonne, allowed me to spend 7 hours at your home. The whole time you was there, I was there, Edward was there. You sent me text messages that I still have. Al, I still love you. I love you the same as I did before. It never changed, it never will. I'll always love you. You can't even be faithful to Edward Yvonne. Remind you, you and I already broke up. And you think this is fine. Here in the state I'm in, if you did that, this is not a threat, I'm just stating a fact, by the way. You'd be on the sidewalk with your fucking brains leaking down the sidewalk. People in this hood, they're dedicated to their family, the ones they love. Here on the south side, you'd already be dead. But you don't want to hear that. You want to have your little phone in your hand so you can text all your fucking friends, telling them how much you love them. It's only a matter of time before you and Edward have problems of you cheating. You and I both know this. I've researched it and I've showed you the research. In the past 6 years, you've had 49 boyfriends. I made number 50. How wonderful. The big 5-0. You've cheated on all but one. That's because he blew his fucking head off. And you call yourself somebody's soulmate. You're fucking right, I'm mad. I'm not mad at the world. I'm mad at me. Because out of a lapsed judgment, I chose to have a relationship with you, blinded, when my true love is Ashley Austin. I truly believe I've lost her now because of this. And I don't blame her. If you was here in this state, I'd take you to the grave sites of many people who fall victim on the streets of the bullshit games you're playing with people. Little Toby Anderson, 17 years old, blew his fucking head off last year because his girlfriend was in bed banging his best friend. Her best friend, I should say. He put a loaded 9 to his head and pulled the fucking trigger. Research it. Research the name, it'll pop up. Betty Louise, 2905 Kruger Avenue, Bronx, New York, 2006. She set herself on fire. Died a month later. Because her boyfriend wasn't honest any more than you was to me. When she went to rehab for 90 days to get off an alcohol, he was having sex with every woman that walked. And at the same time doing the same exact fucking thing you did to me, writing the little love letters. Oh, babe, I love you. I miss you and I can't wait to hold you again. When she found out the truth, it was more than she could handle. So she sits in the driveway and she pours gasoline on herself and she lights herself on fire. Cooks like a fucking hot dog. And guess what? It got very little media attention. When I get back to Maine, and when I go to court and testify against you if I can, I'm going to do everything in my power to see to it that you never play this game with people again. That night at the motel, Brewer Motor Inn, room 112, we'll be eating that huge 24-inch monster pizza, drinking whiskey. Something inside my chest told me it wasn't right. But I didn't listen. I was the fool. I gotta get all this off my chest. Because just thinking about it all makes me feel filthy. "50 boyfriends in that short amount of time, and you cheated on every single fucking one of them but one. And you walk around with your head held high, strutting your shit, thinking that everything is fine. Now I know why back in Bangor, Pickering Square, so many people want you dead. Because I researched it. And I started asking questions that nobody else will ask. Most of them are your exes. You've shattered their fucking lives. And you pretend it's all their fault, not yours, that you've done nothing wrong. You've done nothing wrong, huh? There's an old saying here in the state I'm in, and I'm going to state it, and you can research it on Google. Tramps will be tramps. Because the destruction leads only to those who are tramps. Ashley said it right when she called you a skank. And I don't give a fuck if I go to jail for saying that or not. Serves you right. You use people, you manipulate people, you walk all over them. You pretend. You reach inside their chest and you play with their fucking hearts. And when they find out the truth, you put this little innocent girl's face on. Oh, it wasn't me. It wasn't my fault. I was forced. My hand was forced. My path was chosen for me. You're so full of yourself it's coming out your fucking ears. I'm fighting my ass off to get back with Ashley. To prove to her that relationship with you was a mistake. But you know what? It probably will never happen. Because I know Ashley's heart better than anyone on this planet does when it comes to that. By me having a relationship with you, hurt her more than anything else. And I got no motherfucker to blame but me. Ironic, huh? That at least I can be honest about my fuck-ups. The mistakes I've made are mine and mine alone. Tomorrow when I'm back in Maine, this video is going on many, many channels. And I'm going to see to it one fucking way or another that the pain and suffering you cause people ends. Who the hell do you think you are? Tara Weed said it right that night in the apartment, Brewer. That you need to get your mind in order and stop bouncing from person to person before you get yourself killed. You didn't even listen to her, and she supposedly is one of your best friends. Just so I can say it, and get it off my chest, I'm going to say it. I will never forgive you for what you've done. Never! And to top it off, you killed our little baby that was inside you. And for that, I hope you burn in the flames of hell. I swear that to be true. You were so concerned about spreading your fucking legs that you murdered our baby girl. And for that, I'll see your ass in hell.